morning, y'all, and welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining us. So we have the trailer hooked to the truck, and today we are going on an epic road trip adventure. And by we, I mean myself and Phil.
Howdy, how y'all?
Welcome to our first stop. We need diesel because we are going on an epic adventure. How epic? Well, we're gonna fill the truck up right now, and we will probably fill it up again in this video before it's over with. That's how epic of a road trip we're going on. By the way, my truck just told me we need diesel. Yeah, I know, that's why we're here. We're gonna get this thing topped off and get back on the road. Any idea where you guys think we're going? I'll give you a hint. We're heading east. We're heading east, at least one full tank of diesel.
Woo. Tell you what, when you get old, everything's a job just getting around. You know what?
I don't know, Phil, I'm not that old.
You'll get there. It's something to look forward to every morning. I promise you. I'm not griping, Lord, though. I'm not.
Every day's an adventure, right?
It really is. Tying your shoes is an adventure sometimes. Just wear them slip-ons. You don't have to worry about that.
I don't know. The other problem is you gotta figure out where you put them.
You get your shoe horn. You don't have to bend over. You slide that front foot in and slide that back in, and you're good to go then.
Welcome to Louisiana. We are at the border, and this is the first rest area, which was actually never open the entire time we RV'd. Well, Phil, what'd you think about Louisiana?
Man, I tell you what are we, about 100 yards in Louisiana border
We just got here.
I gotta learn how to speak Cajun, don't I?
Hey, I'm gonna tell you one thing.
What's
There
that?
must be a whole lot of hungover Chiefs fans driving today.
That ain't no lie. Y'all ought to be on this road. I tell you what, not only they lose the game, but they're probably gonna they won't even make it to the house. These people are driving stupid, not crazy, stupid.
A lot of hungover Chiefs fans not having a good day. Plus, it's a Monday. You know, I thought they were gonna make the day after Super Bowl a holiday, and today is a good example of people that should not be on the road.
I mean, and if you're driving a white car, I hate to tell you, but that's bad luck today.
We've almost messed this trailer up about 3 times because, well, people.
I guarantee you. And that one guy, he liked to hit us. I ain't lying. I started to come out of the car. Lord have mercy on him. Don't feed the gators. Don't feed the gators. Don't throw me in.
I'm telling you what, this is nice. This is the nicest rest area I think I've ever been to.
We got a bird out there getting the bait fish, jumping down in the water. Or maybe that was a fish going. There's one.
You want to get some poles?
I'm ready. Yeah.
You know, this place was always under construction. It's been under construction, I guess, my whole adult life of driving through here. This has never been open.
Never.
So I guess it makes sense it's this nice because, I mean, they were here forever building this.
They got a little pier out there. You can go out there and fish, I guess.
This was nice.
This is nice. This is nice.
All right, Phil, you know the bad thing?
What's that?
All those people we talked about that were in our way,
Right.
guess what?
They're in front of us
Now
again.
they're in front of us again.
Good Lord of mercy.
We get to go try to pass them twice now and see if they try to run us off the road.
Have you got any white tape where you just make your truck white and then we drive crazy with them?
I know.
You think all those people coming back from Kansas City?
If they are, they lost. Well, no, the thing is, everyone's leaving. So the people on the other side of the road should be coming because they're coming from New Orleans. We're driving towards New Orleans. So the other side of the road should be crazy.
They got whooped so bad they don't know which direction to go.
Man, that's a good looking work truck. Way up.
Way up.
Way up. They actually had this road road closed for the snowstorm.
Oh,
So
wow.
They didn't want people getting stuck up here or sliding back down.
I know, we're coming up here approaching it. It looked pretty steep going up through there. I said, whoa.
It is pretty steep.
Yeah. Properly speaking, we're at the apex.
Welcome to Lake Charles, Louisiana, home of casinos and refineries. You know what else it's home to?
What's that?
I'll tell many people this. It's where I was born.
Oh my goodness.
I'm not actually from Texas. I was born in Lake Charles, Louisiana.
Y'all know there was a hen on there was something wrong with this boy, but I didn't know it was that. I said, my goodness. Well, you ain't all bad. Heck, we rednecks from East Texas, so you just a Cajun from,
Well, I can tell you because I know you're not from East Texas either.
well, not really. No, I'm Mississippi born, bred. Went up north, we got lost for a while. Then we come on down to Texas, people who are here. It don't get much better than that.
I always tell people I wasn't born in Texas, but I got there as soon as I could.
That's right. You ain't lying.
Hey, Phil, you know what's out there?
What's out there?
Our favorite thing that's always never in season when we want it. That's crawfish.
Is that crawfish?
That's crawfish.
Dang, I wish I had a net.
I got plenty of nets. Tell them, grow good so we can have some good crawfish in Texas this year.
So that's all them little red things sticking up.
Yes,
I
sir.
was wondering what that was. I'll be darned.
Home of the crawfish.
Look at there. You got I'll be doggone. That's the first time I ever recognized a crawfish farm, but by Jove, there it is, boys and girls. You can come out there at night and raise one of them up, probably get enough crawfish to last you a week, huh?
I bet there's a guy who's not going to like that if you came out there at night.
I'm not suggesting nothing, people, but
I mean, I know you're from Texas,
yeah.
but these people down here from Louisiana, like, that's below I-10. Below I-10, you don't mess around with people below I-10. That show Swamp People, that's real.
That's real. I mean, that's their income. You got to take that into consideration.
This is north of I-10, and that's south of I-10.
That's
You don't mess around south of I-10. There's more water than there is land,
Yep.
if you know what I mean.
yeah, I just seen it. Yeah, there's an old rule. If you're out there running trot lines, you do not run somebody else's trot line. And you don't even ask why. You don't even have to know why.
It's a good way to meet your neighbor.
That's right.
He ain't gonna be too thrilled about meeting you.
The best outcome would probably be a good cussing. Because the rest of it gets real bad. Real bad. So you don't mess with their crawfish either. I was joking about that, by the way. You don't have a rope, do you?
Welcome to lunchtime, Phil.
Boy, this looks good, too.
This is called Billy's Boudin Balls. And it's kind of a big deal, especially if you're not from Louisiana.
Okay.
But I used to work offshore, and when you drive offshore, you have to come to Lafayette, Louisiana. And you have to decide if you're going straight towards New Orleans or if you're taking a right and going south. But either way, you come right through here. And every time I drove, I stopped and got food going and coming. It's a good resting point too, but also it's super delicious.
Yeah.
So I hope you enjoy Boudin Balls, because it's nothing like you've ever seen. You're gonna see that they took something simple and made it way more than it possibly could be.
Wow.
You're gonna walk in and be like, okay.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
The amount of choices, you're not gonna be able to make a choice. The amount of choices are gonna happen here.
Man, most places I ever been had boudin, you just had one choice.
No, it's like a boutique. It's crazy. It's you'll see.
Well, let's quit talking and get to chopping. You said this is a real good place to eat. I was kind of, be about like a hamburger joint or something, you know. When you walk up there, and that line is all the way to the door where you walk in, and it goes down the wall and curls around, and then comes back up the other side, I think you can say it's pretty good eating here.
Real good eating.
We got truck drivers pulling in here.
Be alert and use voice commands while driving.
Okay, I'm finna have my mouth full. That truck drivers, they know where the good food is. That's for sure. What's the name of this place?
Billy's Boudin.
Billy's Boudin.
Or if you're from Louisiana, Boudin.
Boudin. Yeah, I guarantee you. It all looked good, I tell you that. And I only had one kind in my life. I thought it was all just kind of, you add some sauce to it. Now they got every kind in the world in here. Stuff I never even heard of before.
Whenever I was coming home from offshore, I'd put a cooler in my truck, and I'd fill it full of like gator and all kinds of things to bring home and cook it when you get home. Like, it's a meat market too, so you can get like, they had like chicken stuffed boudin and all kinds of, oh man, it's so good.
You're not lying, and it looks good too. And in just about 2 or 3 minutes, I'll tell you if it tastes good. But I don't think I have to worry about that. You saw that line.
This is the regular Billy's boudin ball.
Look at this thing. I've never seen a round boudin anything. It's always kind of like a hot dog wrapped in something. Y'all waiting on this first bite? All right.
Watch out, it's gonna come out on you.
I ain't even got the good stuff yet. I just got through the crust. Oh, baby. Dang it, I'm at drive to Louisiana now to get my boudin. This is good stuff, boys. That place where I got my boudin in East Texas, they need to come down here and just get the real boudin balls. And a real boudin anything, I think, because this is crawfish here with it. And it's the best I've ever had. Best by far I've ever had. It's sure gonna be a long drive to come back and get some more of it though. Can you buy this right? This is right across the line, isn't it, almost?
I mean, we're in Lafayette. It's 100 miles in.
Yeah.
But they do ship.
That's good.
All right, now that lunch is over, it's time to take them across one of the longest bridges in America, the Atchafalaya River Basin.
Yeah, the river basin, that whatever he called it.
It's 18 miles long of just bridge over water.
That's bad if you say it fast if you have a flat. 18 miles.
18 miles of.
I used to drive a truck across that thing, and it was kapum, 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 kapum. But it is a long ways across, but y'all gonna ride with us, don't worry.
All right, Phil, you ready?
Boy, am I ever ready.
In a minute, we're gonna lose dry ground for 18 miles. You'd think they just built the road where land is.
I know it. I mean, why didn't they do that?
They decided, let's build an 18-mile road over water.
I can see that guy salesman. He said, that's just a little old bitty bridge we're gonna build. 14 years later, we're still building.
I actually don't know how long it took, but I bet it took a long time.
I bet it did. 18 miles. And this ain't no play. This is a real bridge.
There it is.
There
Louisiana Airborne Memorial Bridge. The Atchafalaya Basin.
I wonder why they call it airborne.
It's probably a memorial.
Okay.
Here it is. It looks just like this for 18 more miles. Water everywhere.
Everywhere.
They do call Louisiana the sportsman paradise.
Yeah.
I think because most of Louisiana is underwater.
I bet there are some big gators down there too. I always heard there was. I don't know.
You know, Swamp People is filmed in Morgan City, which is not far from here.
Yeah, that's
It's
right.
south, maybe like an hour.
Yeah.
So this same water, it probably eventually gets here.
Heck, they might have some of their lines right below us here. It'd be a good place if people's trash flows out the back of their truck and stuff. They can get them something to eat. Of course, we know that people don't do that anymore.
People would never litter.
No, they would never litter. If you don't like bridges, I'm telling you, don't take this highway. Because, babe, there are some bridges.
Look at all that. Look at all that water.
I know it, sure.
The Henderson Swamp.
They mean swamp, too. Lord have mercy. You mad being out there at night and getting lost?
Oh. Now, which tree was I supposed to take a left by?
Yeah. I can't imagine. I don't know. I mean, it just goes on and on. As far as I can see, I think. Either way.
Yeah, water that way, too.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think this thing's called, Phil?
Well, it's called, you know, if you're drunk, you stand us a better chance of saying this, but Apachaladi or Chatladdy or something like that river.
You can't say it the way it's spelled. Everything in Louisiana, you cannot say it, you cannot sound it out.
Okay.
It's probably hard as a kid to learn how to talk here. Atchafalaya.
Atchafalaya.
But if you use all the letters they got, it ain't gonna come out like
That's
that.
kind of like I got a chap in my eye. How about that? It's weird, boy. It's kind of like they had a bunch. You got to put 39 letters in this word here, and there it is. You know. You know, we got Smith River, John River, Buck Creek. You know, little things that we can remember and say. I can't even spell that Apicholata or whatever.
Apicholata.
The Enchilada River there.
The enchilada.
Hey, gotta have a T in it somewhere though. If I'm not mistaken, we're not on the bridge now. That didn't take long, did it?
Oh. Kind of lose yourself over 18 miles.
I ain't lying. I took a little nap there for a while there.
Once you've seen it once, you've seen it all.
Yeah, it's there.
You know what I didn't like? Doing that at nighttime.
Oh boy.
Hey, at least in the daytime you can see something. At night, it's just so dark out there. Like,
It's just straight.
it's just a bridge with just darkness.
Yeah. But I'm glad I got to do it one more time. We're gonna do it one more too.
Yeah, here in a little bit, we're gonna go back the other way to make
So
sure
if you
it's
missed,
the same.
if you missed the first verse, we've got the second verse coming up. Baton Rouge, baby.
Baton Rouge,
Yeah. We just went across the Mississippi River.
the good old mighty Mississippi.
I guarantee you, it's mighty too.
You know, once upon a time, a lot of you guys might not know this, I was a college athlete. Yeah, I was a college athlete. I ran track. And one of the funnest places we ever went was LSU.
And where's that located?
Baton Rouge.
That's what I thought you were gonna say.
I could definitely see going to school here. LSU it's a fun school.
Yeah.
If I went here though, I probably wouldn't have made it out because I had a hard time finding class. But LSU, I came here to compete and we always had an excellent time, you know, checking out the facilities, nothing more.
Yeah.
Just, we may or may not have gone down sorority row a few times.
Well, you know, you're supposed to always know your surroundings, so you got to check them out.
I mean, we had to make sure it was a good area.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's part of the rules.
We were enjoying the local culture.
There you go, the local culture. That's the word I was looking for. And you know, it comes in different languages. You know, it might be Milwaukee or Coors Light or whatever. You probably know them all, don't you?
I don't know any languages. I was here being a responsible college athlete.
Yeah, I don't think there's such thing as a responsible college athlete. Irresponsible, maybe.
Responsible enough. Go Tigers!
Go Tigers, baby. That's about as close as I'm going to get to going to college fans. I got to admit, I drive by one every now and then down there about close to my home, right off of, used to be 59, but they call it 69 now. There's a little old college called Angelina Junior College back then. I helped break that place in, by the way. There wasn't but 2 buildings there when I started. 1.5 when I left. Alright, that's all the breaking in stories I got. That's the closest I got to college. I went about a semester and a half. I figured out I was too smart for them, so there wasn't no use of me staying there.
Welcome to the adventure. Sorry we didn't film because what we did's unimportant, but we have something in the trailer we're taking back to Texas with us.
We're not going home empty-handed.
We actually got a whole bunch of ice machines and coolers for the guy that I work for at the ranch. You know the ranch guy. Well, his side business, he needs some ice machines. And he said, hey, can you take your trailer and go pick them up for me in Gonzales, Louisiana? Well, here we are, we're loaded up. Now it's time to make the epic journey back to Texas.
He said we're gonna go get some ice machines. I had in my mind, I've got one at home about that long, about that high, and about that wide. I said, we're gonna get it out, maybe 3 of them. I said, okay, we'll put them in the back seat. He come driving over a trailer. So I knew this is gonna be a little bit bigger, maybe ice chest size. Well,
A forklift was involved.
A forklift was involved in some grunting and screaming. It's a big rig. It's a big rig.
All right, guys, back on the road. Welcome back to Texas. Look at that, Texas rest area. And now it's time to check on our ice machines and see how they traveled through the Atchafalaya Basin and all of Louisiana. So hopefully we tied them down good enough that they're not having a war inside this trailer. Look at that. I told y'all these were some big ice machines. But they look like they're doing their jobs. All the straps are still tight. They haven't gone anywhere. All right, not too bad.
We're in the boondocks.
We're in the boondocks. Now we made it back home. I told them these ice machines, and Phil thought they were little ice machines.
He said, I think those little house ones, you know?
And I said, no, we're gonna need a whole trailer, Phil.
I said, we don't need a trailer. Put them in the back seat.
So there they
A
are.
little bigger than I thought.
It's a little bit bigger.
Well, I'll be on.
That is a heavy ice machine.
You see the inside of it?
I did. I was there, remember? I was the purchaser.
Yeah. That's pretty neat. How many pounds of ice?
Like 1,300 pounds of ice or something like that.
Right at 14.
1,400 pounds.
I got one that's a bigger size. It's about that tall.
Oh, God.
In case you're wondering why he needs ice, he sells snow cones. And they're made of ice.
Lots of ice.
Lots of ice.
And the coffee truck needs ice.
Oh,
yeah. I use lots of ice in there.
Ice coffee, Phil.
Ice coffee.
Ice coffee.
Yeah.
Frappes and everything.
I've never had iced coffee. I've had cold coffee.
Yeah.
I've had cold coffee, but not ice coffee. Home, sweet home. We finally made it back to the house after 14 hours of driving. So that was our adventure for the day. We went to Gonzales, Louisiana to pick up a really big ice maker for our good friend Richard. Anyway, guys, thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for coming on an adventure. We love you, and we'll see you in the next one.